So spinal flow 1, we'll be working on the main 4 movements of the spine: flexion, extension, rotations, lateral flexion, and also spinal articulation. So come to lie down on your mat, on your back, feet about hip distance apart, knees pointing up towards the ceiling, and you want to have those heels, those feet quite close up towards your hips. Pelvic tilt, so we'll just be moving through the lower back, the lumbar spine, the hips, the pelvis area. Keep the rest of the body nice and relaxed onto the mat. Keep the bum on the mat specifically. So, inhale, arch. Your lower back will lift slightly away from the mat, and then exhale, tuck the tailbone under and flatten the lower back to the mat. Inhale, arch, lower back lifts. And exhale, again, tuck under. One more like that. Inhale, arch, bring the pelvis into an anterior tilt. And exhale, tuck under and bring the pelvis into a posterior tilt. This time we're going to inhale, arch, exhale, tuck under. Keep the tuck under of the tailbone, press into the feet, and slowly we're going to lift the spine up off the mat, starting with the base of the spine, the tailbone, working up through the sacrum, the lower back, the middle of your back, the upper back, coming to the tops of the shoulders. And then we're slowly going to reverse that move, placing first the upper back down. Keep the tuck under of the pelvis, the middle of your back, the lower back, and then the hips release down to the mat and relax. One more like that. We're working here on spinal articulation. So inhale, arch, exhale, tuck under, and again, slowly peel the spine up off the mat, working through any areas that may feel stiff or tight. Come to the tops of the shoulders, and then slowly rolling back down, shoulder blades down, lower ribs, middle of the spine, the lumbar spine, and then release the hips down to the mat. Taking the hands now behind the head, release the thumbs down the back of the neck. So we're not going to use the abs here, we're going to use the strength in the arms. To inhale, lift the head up off the mat, bring the chin towards the chest, and let the head drop heavy into the hands. Elbows come slightly closer together, you might see them in your peripheral vision. Now if you do have any tightness, tenderness in the tops of the shoulders, back of the neck, then maybe just tilt the head slightly from side to loosen it off a little. Otherwise, just keep the chin close in towards the chest. Bring the head back to center, squeeze the chin in towards the chest, and then exhale, release the head back down to the mat. Bring the arms slightly away from the body, palms to face up. Bring the legs together, the feet together. Gluing the knees, the legs together. Drop the knees slightly over towards the right. Inhale back to center and drop them over towards the left. So getting a little bit of rotation through the lumbar spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale again over towards the right. Inhale back to center and over towards the left. Coming back up to center, we're going to bend the knees into the chest. You're going to take the hands behind the knees. And we're going to take a few rock and rolls to come up to sits. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock up. So here, massaging the soft tissue of the spine, the back, as you exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock up. Exhale, rock back. And get a little bit more momentum and come up to sits. Bringing yourself forwards. Coming into a nice seated position, shoulders nice and relaxed. Either having the feet onto the mat, slightly wider than the hips, and then lean back, or you can come into a cross-legged position. However, this isn't that comfortable for a lot of people. So we'll keep the feet flat on the mats. Some rotations through the spine, specifically the thoracic spine, and try to keep the lower body nice and fixed and stable so it's not moving. Inhale, nice deep breath in, right hand on left knee, left hand behind you. and rotate that rib cage round to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Left hand on right knee, right hand behind you, and take that rib cage round to the right. Inhale, back to center. Right hand on left knee, left hand behind you, and we rotate round to the left. One more. Inhale, back to center. Left hand on right knee, right hand behind you, and rotate round to the right. Coming back to center. Just lean back a little, hands on the front of the knees. Take the left hand out to the side, fingertips in contact with the ground. Reach the right arm up alongside the ear, and then curve up and over to the left. Think about it as a curve rather than a lean. So you're getting a stretch through the side of the body. Slowly rise up, bring that right hand down to the ground, lift the left one up, and we curve up and over to the left, to the right. Let's get it right. Rise the arm up, place the left hand down, reach the right arm up, and we're going to curve up and over to the left. Try and keep that right hip down, and maybe just press that right rib cage slightly over towards the right. Rising back up, right hand down, left arm lifts, and we curve up and over to the right. Again, think about pressing that left hip down, left part of the rib cage, slightly over towards the left. Slowly rising up, just bring the hands onto the front of the knees and lean back a little. Just going to take myself around so you can perhaps see me better here. So leaning back a little, we're thinking about extension of the spine and then rolling over and moving the lumbar back. So trying to move the spine in different places. Inhale, take the chest forwards, take those shoulders back and down. Thoracic extension, not very much movement here, that's normal. And then exhale, round the back, almost like you're rolling over your bum, lowering the lower back to the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take the chest forwards, roll those shoulders back and down. Inhale, and then exhale again, round the back, coming down towards the mat. Inhale, rise up, and that's your spinal flow number 1. Thank you very much.